The way that Oda draws the hair of Shanks could be really important. Supposedly, he's the only character in One Piece to have his hair filled in with grayscale in the manga, as opposed to black or white. This is what that looks like for those who don't know. The thing is, there are other red hair characters in One Piece, two of which know Shanks very well, but neither of these guys have their hair colored the same way as Shanks. So, as that statement already discussed, it's pretty clear that this is something that's only exclusive to Shanks. But will this always be the case? I'm going to discuss manga spoilers, so if you're not caught up, then I would scroll away. Alright, so Saint Figarland Garling is definitely a relative to Shanks in some way, but as you may have already noticed, he does not get his hair colored in with grayscale. Even in his youth, Oda didn't color his hair like this. Does that mean that his hair isn't red? Well, obviously it doesn't have to mean that, seeing as there's Kid and Rockstar who have red hair that isn't colored in with grayscale. But I feel like this situation is different, because if this is a relative to Shanks and he does have red hair, I feel like Oda would want to indicate that in a certain way he draws him. But you may be asking, why would it be important if Garling doesn't have red hair? That's a good question. Well, if Shanks' most prominent quality doesn't come from the Figarlands, I feel like it's safe to say that the other side of his family is pretty significant. Who could he have gotten the hair from? It's hard to say. I've always liked the theory that Rox is his father. I mean, Shanks was found at God Valley. They're both pirate captains who are powerful swordsmen, and Rox definitely has some strong conqueror's haki. And I mean, in that God Valley chapter 1096, Oda went out of his way to show basically the entirety of the Rox pirates but Rox. He even had a whole interaction with dialogue between Rox and Roger, yet he still did not show Rox. Teasing a character's appearance this much would of course mean that it's going to be a huge reveal, and if he had his hair colored in the same way Shanks does, that would warrant waiting so long to reveal it. But what about other characters' hair at God Valley? Like, the next question to ask would be, what does Bogart's hair look like? Because we've never seen him without his hat. And if we did see the top of his head, it might tell us something about his age, because bro almost 40 years ago looks pretty much identical to what he looks like in the present timeline. My mutual actually has drawn Bogart without his hat, and it looks stellar. Shout out to them. They went off with these drawings. Please follow them if you want some Bogart art. They are so good at this.